Hello YouTube, Facebook Live and Twitch. We welcome you to the live coverage of the Outlaws Sim Series Round 16 of 36 here, where we are road racing north of the border this evening here at the virtual Notre Dame Island within Parc Jean Drapeau here in the east side of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. We're here at the virtual Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, and opening in 1978. The man-made island first hosted Formula One racing right from the beginning, and hometown hero Gilles-Villeneuve won for Ferrari in the opening Grand Prix. After passing away in 1982, it was decided for this circuit to be named after him, and the circuit was a prime opportunity for the NASCAR Nationwide Series from 2007 to 2012. 8 years later, we decided to make the return, and tonight these drivers will be tasked at keeping the 650 horsepower heavy beast in between a high-speed circuit with walls on both sides. Most notably, these drivers are going to want to avoid the Wall of Champions, which is the outside wall of the final corner, and fittingly, a slew of F1 champions have ended Grand Prix in that final corner, like Jacques Villeneuve, Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill, Jenson Button, and Sebastian Vettel. So that being said, these drivers are not going to want to join the likes of them and their Canadian Grand Prix DNFs. We get to the action here at the road course at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. Before that, I'm going to walk you through a little bit of a track guide and note that it is outdated because iRacing had an update earlier today that has changed the handling of these cars. So this track guide maybe is not necessarily going to be at the same pace as these drivers are going to run tonight, but it will nonetheless show you the layout of the track. Never mind. I don't see it. There we go. Here's the track guide for y'all. Here we are for a track guide of Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, and we're coming here down the front straightaway. You're going to be lining up on the left side, eyeing turn number 1, swinging to the right, and right here on that axis road, brake hard down to second and down to first gear to start your lap. You're going to clip this curbing on the left side, brake a little bit, set the car on the apex of turn number 2, and then ease onto the throttle on the exit. Once you're going straight, hammer it down, look for the second braking mark on the left hand side, brake, coming down to first gear, and to slide this car on entry, hit the curbing, hit it once again here on the left hand side, and rocket it right off. Right here, going to be letting off a little bit, and then a little bit of half throttle action until you get straight. Then you get hard on the brakes right there as the wall changes, go down to first gear, clip this apex here, and you're going to flip the car right, and then get hard onto the gas once again, slide, control the slide on exit for this little short shoot down the straightaway here. Little bit of a curve. You're going to look for this first brake mark on the left hand side. You're going to be braking down at the top of third gear down to second, and you're going to go down to first gear, clip this anti-cut curb on the right side, straight line the exit. Now you're going to be hard on the gas on your way down to the hairpin, now under a couple of bridges. You're going to be setting up on this right hand side, looking for the brake mark on the left here. You're going to hit that patch and brake down to third, down to second, and all the way down to first gear, slowest corner on the track. You're going to dip just at 30 miles per hour, ease onto the throttle, and now we're heading down to Casino Straight. Hammer it down once you're straight and get rocking as you head down to the final chicane that holds the Wall of Champions. Full song and unleash those 650 horses. You look for the brake marker on the left hand side, the very first brake marker. You're going to see it, you're going to hit the brakes, and you're going to downshift third, down to second, down to first gear, and then straight line to chicane with the anti-cut curb on the right, then the left, and straight line the exit, and now you're sailing to the start finish line, and that is a lap around Montreal's Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. And that it is, and here we are once again at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, and we are currently on track. We're watching right now one of the 3 Canadians in the field. Whoa, a little bit of a big moment there through the curve that precedes turn 6. I would assume. Yeah, that's turn 5. Then I was like, what turn 6? That is turn 6. Turn 5. St. Cour had a moment there. We're gonna go ahead and try to see some of the Canadians we can talk to right off the bat here, and maybe we'll leave St. Cour to get some practice. This track is tough, if you couldn't already tell from that track guide. Let's go ahead and find Max Service, and we're gonna bring him on in. And yeah, one of 3 Canadians in the field today. Max, how you doing? Fair enough. So first of all, I know maybe you're not from Quebec, but have you ever been to Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve? Uh, oh, my apologies, you were muted there. But nonetheless, what does it mean to you to, to just have one, even though it's only one race, just that one race where it's all about you Canadians, uh, we're north of the border, where most 35 of the 36 rounds are taking place, and you get your one in your nation.
Woohoo! I don't know. I'll do my best today to make Canada proud, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know what the expectations are. I think it should be like maybe a top 5.
Look, man, those virtual Quebecers are going to be getting on their feet and getting loud when you get to that race lead, won't they? Right now, you're third on the charts. Is this what you expected? Do you expect to find any more pace? Or what's the outlook for the 81?
I have no idea. I felt like I was at the best I could do with the 44-1, but we'll see. I watched Kazi's lap a little bit ago, and it's just pure perfection watching him drive a road course, and I'm certainly not that. I'm gonna have to back it down a lot more to keep a clean race, and I think that's kind of the key to success on road courses. So
fair enough. And then iRacing had the big update today. Anything? Did you practice before the update? If so, what are the differences between before the update and now? And then if you didn't, then just what's one big thing in the update that you're looking forward to?
I did throw a little bit of practice in. It was just kind of one lap runs. It was comfy, but it wasn't all that good. It's about the same now. It's a little less uncomfy, but I think it's about the same speed wise. But I haven't really paid much attention to what's in the update and all that. But I know Long Beach is there, and I'm excited for Long Beach.
Oh, for sure. But street courses, man, they're huge on iRacing because they're so hard to get done. iRacing needs the city to be shut down, or that portion of the city to be shut down to really get them.
Yeah, I know. I'd love a Monaco here in iRacing. Yes. I think that'd be amazing.
Oh, you've been near the track, so how's the detailing of the circuit? If you've seen it, or just what do you think of the detailing of the circuit iRacing's done?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, to be fair, when I was here, I was probably like 8 years old, so okay. Not too much recollection, but I'd say they did a pretty good job with it. I mean, I've only really been hearing Sims in the F1 games, to be fair.
Hey, fair enough. Well, looks like Malenko wanted you to go out on track with that little trio that just left the pit lane. So we'll let you get back to it. Hopefully you can improve upon the charts and make those virtual Canadians in the stands proud.
All right, thank you.
Right on. And that was Max Service. And before we get on for the next interview, just want to shout out to today's charity is CanadaHelps.org. We have 35 rounds within the United States. We decided at least one of them to be north of the border. And that being said, let's do CanadaHelps.org. Just a well-rounded Canadian foundation that just helps so many different little branches of charities. But using Canada Helps can help you direct what specifically you want to help out. So check out CanadaHelps.org, and we're going to have links to that through our Facebook page, whether it's a donation button or links. I have not been prepared on. We'll see what that turns out to be. But nonetheless, you can go to any browser, your phone, your computer, and just type in CanadaHelps.org and donate to any Canadian charity in the spirit of us being north of the border, Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve in Montreal. Let's see if we can find our way with another Canadian who has been to this track several times and is driving it for the first time, Doug Solms. And Doug, how you doing?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm doing all right. So you were telling me today that you had a lot of experiences at this track. Of course, never driven it, but finally getting to drive it on iRacing. What stands out to you now that you're driving on iRacing from what you've seen at this track in person?
Well, I've only ever been a pedestrian on this track. I've only walked it and never driven on it in a game, but in real life, I have visited the place. I live not too far from here, but I'm telling you, to drive this track, I give those people who really do drive this thing my hats off to them. It is a handful.
So, do you have any? I guess when this track became a thing, you said you actually worked at the casino in the
Well,
area.
yeah, I drove shuttle bus for the casino
Okay.
for employees. It was a fun job.
So did you have any? Did you pull for Jill and Jacques Villeneuve when they raced here?
I did, but I was always a NASCAR fan. I watched Formula One once in a while.
There was a Jacques Villeneuve had a few opportunities to win here, but none of them really could articulate. But nonetheless, what are some of the experiences you've had at Circus Gilles Villeneuve that you'd like to share with us?
Oh well, the whole race week when it comes to Montreal, the ambience of the people, and it's just one giant festivity. They really love their Formula One here.
I'm sure they do. I've just seen it a few times on TV when they race here at Montreal. Uh, when they drown out the commentators for a second, you can really hear the crowd noise. It gets loud.
You can actually hear the crowd at times over the cars when you're on the other side of the river. They get loud.
That's insane. The love for racing. Oh, lock it down, lock it down. That was
Yeah. Wow. A little slippery there.
it happens. Right now you're 10th on the chart. Is that about where you expected, better than what you expected, and can you improve from there?
It's a lot better than I expected, and to be honest, I am very happy if I finish in the top 10 tonight. That's my goal for this evening, is to come out of this with a top 10.
Well, we'll definitely be pulling for you. We know most weeks you're just fighting to finish this thing, and that being said, you are an absolute trooper of this series. No matter how good or bad the race is going for you, you push through and you try your best to finish each race, and I commend that very, very much. That being said, what has it been like to run most of the laps this season?
It has been fun. I just recently had a technical difficulty fixed, and my racing feels a lot better. I feel a lot more comfortable, and hopefully it shows in the finishes.
Hey, fair enough. Well, we're going to let you get back to it right now. 10th on the charts, and maybe you can make those Canadians proud. Maybe put a couple or three Canadians in the top 10 by the end of this thing.
That would be nice.
Right on. And that was driver of the number 13, Mr. Doug Solms. And Jacob, what is your thoughts at this track when you think of Circus Gilles Villeneuve?
Well, as you know, we haven't ran this track since 2012. The Xfinity cars haven't ran this track since 2012, and there's one moment that really sticks out to me. I'm sure you know the moment that I'm thinking of. The moment in 2012 where Danica Patrick almost had the win. She led 20 laps out of 74, and an infamous fan trying to make, I don't know, I guess he was trying to make an iconic moment, which he really did, threw a shoe onto the track, and that really cut Danica Patrick's car down. And, that was something that NASCAR had never seen before.
Yeah, it was wild, and, I'm hoping no driver who, is in a position to win like that ever encounters something like that again. That was truly heartbreaking. Even if you, especially with Danica at that point, she was still very new into her NASCAR racing career in the sense that I think it was her first full-time season in the Xfinity Series, and she was doing well. And even if you weren't necessarily a fan, unless you were like a hater, you were almost somewhat pulling for her, especially with what happened to her the previous road course at Road America with Jacques Villeneuve. They made contact, and she was battling Jacques pretty much right up against one another. So you almost kind of pulled for her, and then to have that happen. But that was 8 years ago, and man, let me tell you, Montreal was a blast to watch on TV. If you did not have the opportunity to watch the NASCAR Nationwide Series at Montreal, boy,
you definitely missed out. That's
you need
for sure.
to do yourself a favor and check it out for what it's worth, because the NASCAR Nationwide Series put on a show. 2 years in a row it rained. I think it was 2008 and 2009. Qualifying was always a treat, and then the finishes. There was not a single race at Montreal that didn't have a caution within 3 laps to go, and every race at Montreal I think had overtime.
And I do say 2012 was, I think, the only race I've ever watched live at Montreal, and it's definitely something to be proud of there. That was a good race that they put on.
Well, we have one more Canadian to try to get some words in with, and let's see if we can. Driver of the number 12, Mr. Andrew St. Coeur. Andrew, how you doing? Hey, Andrew, this is the Outlaws booth. You got me? Looks like we're not going to be able to get a word in for Andrew just yet. We'll try again in a moment. But we have we've had 2 road courses this season, and both road courses produced a different winner. Adrian Schumacher won at Road America, and Tyler Markle won the season opener at Auto Club. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a word in with Mr. Adrian Schumacher. Adrian, how you doing? Yep, got you a little low. See if I can increase your volume. I can. Go for it. Adrian, how's the car? It's different.
Yeah, I forgot up there.
How much practice did you put in before the update, and then how different is it now after the update today?
I probably put like maybe.
I know you're on track right now, so I'm not gonna ask you to do too much if you can't, but could you bring your mic closer to you? I don't know if you're on your phone or it's your headset. Don't worry about it too much if you want to just focus. Oh, there was a car stopped right. That was Richardson right there. Anyway, yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say, if I can, Adrian, can I ask you a question? You dominated at Road America when we went there. Do you think you have that same type of dominance here today, or is it a little different from Road America?
I've always raced on the
It's pretty difficult to hear right now, so we'll let you get to it. But I did hear that it's pretty different, and right now you're 5th on the charts, so looking pretty fast. Of course, you were dominant at Road America, so you have some road course speed in you. We'll see what you can do from 5th place. Best of luck to you. Or I'm sorry, this is not qualifying. This is practice. But you're 5th on the charts. We'll see if you can improve, and best of luck to you in qualifying in the race.
Good luck, Adrian.
That was Adrian Schumacher, and now let's see if we can get a word in with the 3rd Canadian in the field, Mr. Andrew St. Coeur. Andrew, you got us?
I got you, Emerson. How you doing?
Doing great. How about you?
Oh, pretty good.
So, 35 races on this Outlaw Sim Series schedule are in the States. Only one is within the borders of Canada, and even though maybe you're not even from Montreal or Quebec. What does it mean to you? Oh my God, you are getting pushed through turn 5. What does it mean to you to be to have a race, in Canada on the Outlaw Sim Series, even with it being virtual?
That's pretty cool. I think anytime you get one north of the border, it's a good thing for us Canadians, for sure. It's pretty exciting.
Right now, you're 13th on the board. Is this what you expected? A little bit more speed, a little less speed? And do you think you can improve from 13th?
Yeah, I could probably pick up a little bit of time. Just trying a few things out here, and trying to get, really honestly, I'm just trying to get consistent lap times more than anything. That's going to be the key for the race for me, more so than the hot lap.
For sure, for sure. So have you had the opportunity? Oh, sorry, go for it.
Sorry, and I can't concentrate right now, obviously. It's all good.
That's all right. Have you had the opportunity to visit this track in person?
No, I have not. I've been to Montreal numerous times, but I've never seen the track.
Oh, man.
It's definitely on the bucket list. I'd definitely like to get to an F1 race or something here, right?
Yeah, for sure. So you being Canadian, I assume you've at least watched races at this facility on TV. Were you ever a fan of Gilles and Jacques Villeneuve when they would race here?
Yeah. I always kind of root for Jacques when he was racing, being Canadian and all. Him and Ron Fellows, of course.
Yeah.
I tried to mimic as much of the paint scheme in 2012 when he was here. I mean, he had Dodge on the hood. All I could get was a discount, but yeah. So I'm kind of, I do like Jock, and he's very charismatic, I guess, as you would say. Yeah. So.
Yeah, for sure. That 2012 race was something else. Sim and Danica were pretty much going at it for the most part. When I think Jacques led 26 laps to her 20. At the end, she had an issue about halfway, and then Jacques did not see the checkers in front. But hoping you can.
He had switched over to his reserve, and he Allgaier got by him.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He ran out of fuel.
And then Sam Hornish got by him as well. So.
Right.
But
any Canadian advantage you have being here in Montreal, or is it just
absolutely not?
Yeah. Did you put any laps in before the update today? And if so, how much different is it between the update and now?
I'm about 2.5 seconds slower than I was prior to the update. Yeah, my best lap was right around. I'm just kind of frigging around here at the moment.
I figured.
I was probably around a 143, I guess, and I did pick up a bit of time with the Montreal setup earlier, but now back to the Mid Ohio, probably about 2.5 seconds slower. So I'm having a technical difficulty here at the moment. My screen is black.
Oh no!
So hopefully you can still hear me.
You're in turn 8 right now. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. So
Andrew, if I can get a question in with you, this is Jacob from the booth. How would you, if you could get a win here, how would that make you feel, being a Canadian and such?
Well, that's I guess kind of blue sky thinking, first of all. But if it ever, obviously, it'd be pretty darn exciting to get a win here in Montreal in Canada. But at the end of the day, I think we'd be excited anywhere I would get a win. A win's going to be key for me if I want to get into the playoffs this year. I am in reach right now without getting a win. Obviously, I got a number of races left. So the key here is to run smart, keep the car on the track, don't burn up the rear tires, and just run a good clean race, and hopefully I can gain a spot or two after the race. So
that being said, if you just mentioned the playoffs, we'll take a look at the playoff standings. You're 13 points behind Jason Miz coming into the race today. He's not looking. It's not looking like he's gonna fare too well. And then you have Gilliard and Thompson in between you two. What's the game plan regarding the playoffs? Is there any room for you to gain today, or is it kind of survive today and look past Montreal?
No, I've had this one on my radar for a few weeks now. I think this is a track legitimately that I can gain some points on for sure. Because I did put in some time this week at the track. I mean, obviously talking to you here, it didn't look like I did, but anyway, no, I feel fairly comfortable here. Barring any technical difficulties at all, I think I should be able to keep the car on the track and take care of my stuff and actually finish the solid finish, whatever that is. I'm not sure, but like you say, I think I have a chance of maybe trying to finish ahead of those three if I do what I said. So, yeah.
Hey, for sure. So we got about 2 minutes left in practice. Maybe you got time for one lap or so. We'll let you get back to it if you're going to hit the track again or not. But best luck to you in qualifying and the race. And hopefully we're talking to you on the far side of it, or at the very least we get 3 Canadians in the top 10.
No, that'd be great. That'd be great. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. And that was driver of the number 12, Andrew St. Cyr. And yeah, Jacob, from your experience, or maybe not experience, or at least looking at the track, what's going to be most difficult about today's race?
I definitely think this track in general it'll be tough. It's very tight here. The hairpin that'll take a toll on people, and with the car being a little loose, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be hard to pass, and you're just gonna have to hope you can get by someone throughout the race.
For sure. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of the race info heading into today, and of course, it's iRacing actually says it's a 2.71 mile circuit, so race info says 2.68. Nonetheless, it's about 2.7 miles long of a circuit. 55 laps today, 75% fuel load, 5 sets of tires, 1 faster pair, and unlimited overtime attempts. And I've been crunching the numbers. I've been looking at what the fuel strategy is going to be, and with 55 laps in the race, the fuel tank can go about 18 laps. So you're looking at a possible 2-stop, which is going to take you 18, 36, and 54. That being said, you're probably going to have to save a little bit of fuel to get to that number, or you can just go all out and leave some fuel in the tank, but run it about a 3-stop race, pitting at 14, 28, and 42 to make it to the end. It's going to be interesting to see what strategies prevail. Maybe the drivers with pace will not even think about saving fuel, and they'll go for a 3-stop. Maybe the drivers with a little bit less pace, but the consistency, can maybe think about going for a 2-stop. So here we are looking over the beautiful Notre Dame Island in Parc Jean Drapeau. We're here. Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve on the east side of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Checking out the chat. Dan, the ladies man, says hey in the chat. How you doing, Dan? Glad to have you here, and glad to have everybody showing up today. We're here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve for round 16 of 36 on the Outlaw Sim Series season. And actually qualifying, it's just about to get underway, so actually get right to that. And qualifying is underway now, so let's see who's out on track. Looks like we have Joseph Cossey taking to the track, and this is quite
the sight to see here. Yeah. He was one of the guys that was promoting himself up here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. He thinks he has the fastest car, and we'll see how that goes for him tonight.
For sure. And qualifying at this track, it's a lone qualifying session. You get 2 timed laps. So give or take 2 timed laps, clocking in about 1 minute 45. So 2 of those will put you about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And then you got your out laps. It's going to take you another minute and a half, minute 45. So give it about 5.5, 6 minutes if you go out now. So if you want to get 2 full qualifying attempts, then you're going to have to go pretty early in this lone qualifying session. You can't really wait for this track to warm up, as we're already a minute into the session. And
it looks like
you go for it.
It looks like Reese Schaefer has taken out to the track, and there's one thing I have to say about Reese Schaefer and his card tonight. It's a little different, as you can tell, Emerson. I don't know if you're looking at him at the moment.
Yep.
That card is a tribute to myself up here in the booth. That's the car that I was going to run at Chicagoland, actually. Our team owner, Landon, gave the paint scheme over to him, and now he is driving this car tonight, and it looks amazing. I really do love that paint scheme.
For sure, and of course, Reese Schaefer with the amazing performance last week at Chicagoland, and his win normally would lock him into the playoffs, but he does not have the amount of starts to be eligible in the playoffs. So unfortunately, he's going to be on the outside looking in. But we're going to go ahead and actually Joseph Cossey is reset back to the pit lane.
Uh-oh.
So doesn't think it's going well. Adam Gardner has started a timed lap. In max service, let's ride on board with the Canadian around Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, shall we?
We shall.
Here it comes through turn 5. Keeping in second gear through here. Keep the tires under you. Downshifting to first gear here. Interesting choice because he upshifts back to second actually. That makes sense to me. You want to have the higher gear here so you can keep the traction under the car. And he's actually swinging to the right side of the road here. I am not a fan of that, but he's braking somewhat in a straight line down to second gear. Very, very tough little corner. Everybody's going to struggle in turn 8. That's going to be a struggle corner tonight. Up to third gear, and he's going to look into the hairpin now. He's going to get all the way down to first gear. This is the slowest corner on the circuit. Going to dip at 30. He actually gets to 27 miles per hour. It is such a slow corner. And that's not just his driving. That is actually the speed of that corner. But now he's going to unleash those 650 horses underneath. That number 81 Chevrolet Camaro gets the high gear, 172 miles per hour before downshifting all the way down to second gear, all the way down to 55 miles per hour, and should be the first driver to set a time on the chart as we'll bring back up our scoring. No time on the chart just yet, but he'll cross the line. First lap complete. And he goes top of the chart with a 144.641. Of course, top of the chart being relative that he's the only driver on the chart. Richardson goes second, though.
And now Gardner in second, taking over Richardson's spot.
And let's see the next driver to set a time. Cossey started a timed lap, so he's only going to have one lap to set Joseph Cossey.
Yeah, I watched it. He went off track there. He slid right off. It was a tough lap there, and Landon now takes the second spot away from Gardner.
Yeah,
Schumacher on the board first, taking
top
over
of the
Max
charts.
this time.
Adrian Schumacher, remember, he won Road America and he also won Daytona, so he's looking for his third win at the season to try to tie Malenko at the top of the playoff standings. Adrian Schumacher, what a feat that would be. Somebody I'm gonna be quite honest, we did not expect him to even be up there in the playoff standings, but he came out at Road America and he performed and won. He dominated Road America. He won Daytona in what was an absolute crazy finish. And, you know, if he's looking to take top of the charts here in Montreal, we are really looking at him to rival Malenko for the top spot in the playoffs. How quickly things change.
Now that would be insane to see.
I know we're watching Malenko as he heads down to Casino Straight, which is the final straightaway before the final chicane. The final chicane, of course, holds the Wall of Champions. And right now, Andrew Pratt goes second quickest in that Schluter Systems number 75. I'm actually not sure if it's Schluter Systems today. Here comes Malenko. Did he get a valid lap time in? Malenko will go fourth quickest. It's crazy. I think Joseph Cossey will not get a lap time in. I don't think he got a valid lap in.
Nope, he did not. And yes, you were right. Andrew Pratt is still in the Schluter Systems car tonight.
Okay. Now we have Reese Schaefer taking to the track. He's actually on his second timed lap. His first lap must have gone invalid some part of the course. And I'll tell you, this is a very tough 14-turn road course to even get a valid lap time in. Because if you remember from the track guide, you're almost anticipating to slide the car on entry. Sometimes you slide it a little bit, and it doesn't hurt you really in lap time, but you can go off the course. And Jeremiah Stutzman, 3rd quickest. I am very, very impressed with Jeremiah, and he still has another lap to go.
What a
I was
flying
watching him
lap
in
Stutzman.
practice earlier today. He was setting 150s. I gave him a little bit of advice on where to brake. He brought it down to a 146, and he was on from there. Right now, a 142.2. Great lap from Jeremiah Stutzman, who's still looking for his first win on the season. He is the highest driver in points without a win, 117 points above the cutoff, and looking to gain on that today.
Emerson actually giving a helping hand there, not cursing anybody. That advice that you gave him definitely helped him there. What a lap from Stutzman.
Sure, looks like we have Reese Schaefer coming around down to Casino Straight to wrap up his 2nd lap. Is it a valid lap time? We'll see. And if you're gonna get a valid lap time in, you must have already left the pit lane by now. I don't think you can make it back around the track in time to set a valid and full lap. Reese Schaefer comes to the start-finish line, trying to take the shorter way to the line. Schaefer goes.
Fourth quickest.
Yep.
Man.
Looks like Farron Elam Jr. did not get a lap time in. Now have Andrew St. Cyr and Tyler Markle still to come. Andrew St. Cyr will still have another lap along with Tyler Markle. Farron Elam Jr. is leaving the pit lane. He's not going to have the time, but Andrew St. Cyr goes 12th quickest. Tyler Markle 7th quickest.
You know, last week Tyler Markle, he qualified or was practicing up front at Chicago, and things did not go well. Looking for a rebound here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Tyler Markle, he won the opening race of the season after lap 30 at Auto Club Road Course. Joseph Cossey had a mechanical failure with his steering wheel. Tyler Markle was the best of the rest that day and went on from there, leading the final 20 laps at Auto Club Road Course. And since then, we have not seen Tyler Markle's name at the top of the charts very much this season. So he's in the playoffs, and he's solidly in the playoffs, but he's really going to have to perform if he's going to want to be a true force to be reckoned with as we come to the playoffs. Only about 10 races left in the regular season after today's race. So the only 2 drivers that can really challenge Adrian Schumacher's lap time is the opening round winner of Tyler Markle, Andrew St. Cyr. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I was just watching Andrew St. Cyr there, and he coming out of the hairpin, he got really loose. So I definitely think he lost some time there, and I don't think he's gonna have a good lap to show for it, unfortunately.
Into the final 40 seconds, 2 drivers pretty much that have any say in this session. Andrew St. Cyr, Tyler Markle, both off of turn 14. Andrew St. Cyr to the start-finish line. Tyler Markle to the start-finish line. St. Cyr goes 11th. Tyler Markle 3rd, but not enough.
Wow. Not enough to beat Adrian Schumacher there. But what a lap for Markle, putting him 3rd on the charts.
And Theron Elam Jr., he's not even going to be able to complete the lap validly, so it will be Adrian Schumacher as the Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award winner. What a run from Adrian. And of course, Pratt Tile and Stone serving all your tiling needs since 2003. And what a run for Adrian Schumacher. So now, with 55 laps of racing, but before we have 55 laps, it'll be preceded by not even a full formation lap. We're going to have a very quick formation lap here. So we're going to go right on through the starting lineup. And row number 1, we're going to have Adrian Schumacher. And to his right side, to driver's right, actually going to be the preferred line into 1. No, not the preferred line. Schumacher will have the preferred line into 1. But Pratt can maybe try to... I don't know. It'll be interesting. But anyway, Adrian Schumacher, Andrew Pratt make up row number 1. Falling back, it's Tyler Markle and Jeremiah Stutzman. Row number 3, Reese Schaefer and Max Service. I have row number 4, Malenko, Devin Smith. Row number 5, Landon Cardullo and Adam Gardner. Jacob, take us through the next 10.
All right, row number 6, you have Andrew St. Cour and Brandon Richardson. Row number 7, Kevin Thompson and Kyle Lingerfelt. Row number 8, Farron Elam Jr. and Joseph Cossey. Row number 10, Miz and James Gilliard.
Looks like the starting grid graphic again did not come through there, but yep, 21 cars in the field today. Joshua McClune starting shotgun on the field, and it's Adrian Schumacher already with 1 road course win this season on the pole here today at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. 30 seconds now left in gridding. Take it once again at the race info. 55 laps, 75% fuel load, 5 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, unlimited overtime attempts. It is 98 degrees, the track temp. The ambient temp, 69 degrees, 46% humidity, cloudy with 7-mile-per-hour winds. We are only 28 feet above sea level. If that wasn't obvious with the many of the blimp shots we were showing you earlier today. There is a lot of water around here, and that is because we're not too far from that, from the ocean. But here we go. We are rolling. The iRacing.com Porsche safety car leads the field of 21 down the Casino Straight for the final time before we get to racing. I don't know if y'all are as excited as I am, but I have been wanting NASCAR to return to Montreal ever since they left in 2012. And, well, I am like a kid in the candy store right now. I am ready for this. 21 NASCAR Xfinity Series cars round the final chicane. Turn 14, they pass the wall of champions. Adrian Schumacher, Andrew Pratt. We get ready to go green here at Montreal. We're racing. There's a pile up in the back already. Adam Gardner, slow.
Doesn't seem like there's a caution yet. I don't think there was 2 cars wrecked, but I don't know if I know you're excited. I'm definitely excited. This is a fun track, and it's a good racing to watch.
Up the inside, here comes Max Service on Jeremiah Stutzman. Stutzman gives him the spot, almost contact as they come through turn number 4. Max Service does go to the 6th position. Tyler Markle up to 2nd already on Andrew Pratt. Around turns 6 and 7. Let's see if we can go back and see what happened on the initial start. Adam Gardner and Joseph Cossey came together before we even went in green. Let's take a look at a replay. This is way back here. Adam Gardner. Oh, he just hit the wall of champions. Oh, wow.
Tough break for Adam Gardner there.
Back to racing here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. Jeremiah Stutzman's lost 5 spots from where he started. He's taking it easy. You know who's gained spots? Joseph Cossey's up 9 spots from where he started.
That's Joseph Cossey really trying to get up to the lead there, but Adrian Schumacher pulling away here.
Yep. Andrew Pratt has now gotten back by Tyler Markle, and it's Pratt, Markle, and Schaefer 2nd through 3rd. I'm sorry, 2nd through 4th. But Adrian Schumacher comes off of turn number 14, and he will lead lap number 1 at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. Let's see. Landon Cardullo's also lost 8 spots from where he started. Looks like there's a little bit of damage to that left bumper, or to the back end of the left side. To his left side on the back end, Jason Miz had gone through the chicane there that holds the wall of champions. He had to come to a complete stop and give that time right up. So he's falling back to the 20th position.
It looks like Cardullo's got some nose damage as well, as I can see looking in the roll bar here. It looks like he's got some front end damage. That'll really slow him down too.
Yeah, let's right on board the car. Oh, and almost contact with McClune. He's going to slide.
Oh, no. Tough break for Cardullo there.
You know what? Good on him to keep the car under control. If he hit McClune, it was not that hard. And, you know, a little aggressive on the entry, yes, but he kept the car clean. Well, in the state it was already in.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big moment here. Tyler Markle going around Schaefer, Andrew Pratt.
Richardson spun out as well there. Right in front of Cardulo.
Brandon Richardson's gone round. I believe that was the exit of turn number 7. But back up front, the battle for second is heating up. Schaefer to third. Here comes Pratt back ahead of Malenko. Malenko going wide through the hairpin. Here comes Kossi in service as well. We're going to have a huge battle here. 6-car battle, 4v second position.
And now about this track, it's hard to find a place to pass. Right here where we're going down the Casino Straight.
Schaefer was really pressuring Markle into the braking zone, and he does! But Schaefer also misses it!
That'll definitely be a slowdown penalty for Schaefer there.
Yeah,
And
he pressured Tyler Markle to make him a... Oh, and Devin Smith has gone round!
Like we said earlier, this track is going to be tough, and they're already showing it here on lap number 3.
So, Reese Schaefer was trying to force Tyler Markle into a mistake, and he did, but he forced himself into a mistake with that. And then Farron Elam Jr. has crashed, and let's see, Landon Cardullo got into it with Kyle Lingerfeld and Gilliard as well. Let's see what happened. That's not Landon Cardullo. Landon Cardullo. This is coming out to the hairpin.
Just got right into the 33 there.
Oh, what happened? Oh, yeah, yeah, Gilliard, he was trying to give space. That sucks. Let's see what happened to Tyler Markle. And this again, coming down to Casino Straight. Schaefer was pressuring Tyler Markle into the corner. Markle broke a little bit later. He went round. He did not hit the wall, or if he did, very little. So good on Tyler Markle. He'll lose some... Oh, but almost got clobbered by Devin Smith there. Let's see what happened to Devin Smith. I think he might have just wheel hopped it like Tyler did, but maybe not under the same amount of pressure as Tyler. Let's see what happened to Devin Smith. He was maybe under pressure from Jeremiah Stutzman as we head down to Casino Straight. And not really. He just missed his braking point, I guess. He gets to the corner, maybe gets the first gear. Oh, he clips the curb on the right side. Oh man, that is close.
Man.
And then Adam Gardner and Doug Solms have gotten into it on lap number 3. Let's see what happened here. Coming down into the hairpin, Gardner. Little loose under braking. He's wheel hopping. Oh, Miz gets loose. And Gardner goes around, and oh, nowhere for Solms to go. That's one of the Canadians in trouble. Elam Gilliard make it through somehow. Oh, when Richardson at the last second gets involved. We go back to live racing, and Andrew Pratt just gets passed by Joseph Kossi into turn 6. And I want to go back to the point you said about having it hard to find a passing opportunity here. I think that's the easy part. The hard part is setting up and completing the pass, because there's so many passing opportunities here. You have, of course, the hairpin and the final chicane. You can also make a good pass into turn 1. Turn 6, as we just saw Joseph Kossi make an overtake there. And turn 8 as well. That's about 5. The only thing is, they're all so close to each other. Which one do you pick? And then you also, it's so many slow speed corners and high speed corners. It's hard to make up a run to make that overtake on somebody.
Yeah, that's definitely the case there. I mean, looking at it already, it looks like passing has been troublesome, as we saw a bunch of wrecks there. I mean, like you said, you got to execute and find a place to pass, and nobody's done that yet so far.
Here comes Schaefer defending against Balliet into the final corner. Schaefer holds on to 4th for now. Adrian Schumacher already with a near 7-second advantage over Joseph Kossi. But does Joseph Kossi have the pace to outdo Adrian Schumacher? Up 14 spots from where he started, Joseph Kossi. Let's go ahead and see the gap up top. It's already 7 seconds and gaining right now. Schumacher has over Joseph Kossi. And let's see. Adam Gardner has crashed again. And you hate to see it. We'll look at it here. Gardner... This was back here in turns 3 and 4. Oh, does he get loose in turn 5? I think he got loose in turn 5. Oh, he just went wide in turn 5. And, oh, man. Big impact for Adam Gardner. And Landon Cardullo's crashed. Cardullo's gone round. It's Gardner. That is not Cardulo. Cardulo into turn 1. See, does he spin on the exit of turn 2? That's exactly what happened.
Man.
Oh, and Reese Schaefer's gone off the track. Malico will go on by. We'll catch up with what just happened with Reese Schaefer.
This track seems like it's been tough for these drivers here today.
And Schaefer, he goes off in turn 8. That's the hardest braking zone on this track. Turn 8 is such a deceiving corner. It's a downhill, heavy braking zone. You think you can carry more speed. You try to brake early, but you're carrying even more speed than what you think you're carrying. And that's exactly, I think, what happened to Reese Schaefer there. It's so hard to see the brake markers for turn 8. And then if you do, you got to brake before the first one you see. Because these cars are just so heavy. We'll go back live. And Joseph Cossi still has a 6.8 second advantage over... I'm sorry, Adrian Schumacher has a 6.8 second advantage over Joseph Cossi. We work lap 6 of 55 here. And Malico into the 4th position. Andrew Pratvo, he is doing a phenomenal job. It's so good to see Andrew Pratt get up there. Let's see. Jaybird Zala says that Viagra car suspension sure does look stiff. Sean Thompson says, good luck. Number 89, Kevin Thompson. Go right, go left, go straight. Now let's go ahead and take a look and see how Kevin Thompson's doing tonight. Kevin Thompson, he's not doing bad. He's in the 9th position. He's keeping it tidy. If he keeps it tidy, he might gain even more spots. Right now, Kevin Thompson doing a great job at just keeping the car on the track, and St. Cyr has a lockup behind. See Andrew St. Cyr back here. He just had a lockup. He keeps it going. Back to Kevin Thompson. Thompson doing a great job. He's up 4 spots from where he started, and if he just keeps the car on track, he'll be looking great.
Oh, it looks like he slid through there. Devin Smith's going to have a big advantage down the stretch here.
Yeah, let's see how Devin Smith fares here. He's going to look to the inside in turn 8. It's such a heavy braking zone, though. Does Smith complete the pass? And he does so with ease. He does not go off in the corner. That is so easy to do.
Oh, he got loose right off the corner, though. But he saved it. Nice save from Devin.
You know what? I think it's all those bumps on the exit of these corners. This track is so bumpy. You can see them bump up and down. I think somebody made the comment that this is a street course. I'm not even sure if that's what it's considered, but I think it is a street course. Not anymore. I don't think they use this as public roads anymore. But when it was created, I believe it was a street, and that has now been just purpose built as a racetrack. That also could explain why they're just very long straightaways and a bunch of heavy braking zone corners, because it goes the entire length of the island pretty much. Let's see, Brennan Richardson. Oh no, never mind. That was earlier in the race. Let's see, Tyler Markle has crashed and gone round on lap 6. And Devin Smith just locks up right there, right before we go see the replay. Here comes Tyler Markle. This was coming up to Jeremiah Stutzman. Does he wreck it in turn 8 here? Reese Schaefer has gotten back by Malenko. Tyler Markle, yep, he slides in turn 8. Oh, man. Oh, Landon Cardulo has just crashed right now with Joshua McClune. Let's see what happens here. Is this once again turn 2? I think this is turn 2 for Landon Cardulo, guys.
Man, Landon Cardulo having a rough night tonight.
He cannot get through turn 2, and McClune nowhere to go. Man, oh man, and Cardulo's crashed again.
It has not been his day today, that's for sure.
Let's see, Cardulo going round. There's contact with McClune. And into the barrier. I think that's what they said he crashed with. He went backwards to try to get the car pointed in the right direction once again. We go back live, and Devin Smith has just crashed. Thank goodness. The incidents today. Lap number 7, Devin Smith has gone off trying to chase down Tyler Markle. Did he miss his braking point into the hairpin? Or did he spin on the exit? He spun on the exit. You know what? He'll keep that car pretty clean. Kevin Thompson gains a spot. Oh! It could have been close, making contact with Andrew St. Cyr.
Emerson, you make up a great point. It's only lap 7, and we have seen a bunch of incidents today. That shows you how tough Montreal really is.
So it is a very tough circuit, especially to be fast. I think it's an easy circuit to drive, but if you want to be fast, it's tough. That also being said, we had a huge update today that significantly changed the handling of these race cars. And I drove it earlier today, and I felt, man, this car, it feels like if you've driven on iRacing, it feels like the infield of the Charlotte Roval. There is absolutely no grip out there. And I don't know if that's the track temperature or that's the update of these cars or the setup or a mixture of all three. But it has been a struggle bus today, and really the drivers who have the best throttle control are the ones prevailing today. So you'd think maybe dirt racers and experienced road racers really. Malico's just crashed.
Right as you were saying that, and before Malico crashing, Devin Smith got into the wall, but Malico.
Let's see what happened to Malico. Looks like he spun on the exit of the hairpin. See, Max Service was pressuring Malico into the braking zone. And this was lap number 8. Yeah, I think he got it on exit. No? It said he crashed, but he just got past. And Malico continues in the 6th position, and Max Service has crashed. This time he has gone round. And he'll give the spot right back, and Theron Elam Jr. has crashed. I think Elam just spun on the hairpin. We're not going to take a look at the replay there. We will take a look at the replay of what just happened to Max Service, though. One of the Canadians up there, the highest running Canadian right now in the field. And Jeremiah Stutzman has just crashed. We'll take a look at what happened to Max Service first. Then we'll take a look at what happened to Jeremiah Stutzman. Well, when it says crash on my scoring, it could also mean just a spin. Or really any time the car comes to a complete stop that it shouldn't. So basically the pit lane, and Service just cut the course there. So I guess just an odd line for iRacing to detect there and the scoring to detect here. But Jeremiah Stutzman, oh no, was this coming into turn 4? Or is it turn 3 and 4? Here comes Stutzman into 3. Does he wheel hop? He gets 3 nicely. 4. Oh, he slides in 4. That's okay. No harm, no foul. He gets the car back going. He keeps it going. And Tyler Markle has crashed and gone off the track right now. This is Tyler Markle rounding turn 5 and now into 6. Does he wheel hop and spin into 6 or cut the course in turn 7? I think he might spin on the exit of 7 here, and yep, that's what happens. He spins and into the barrier for Tyler Markle.
Oh, that was a hard leg for Marco there.
So many incidents going on right now. Tyler Markle is still 10th.
And think about it. It's only lap number 9 out of 55 here.
Kyle Lingerfelt has crashed. I think he just spun, but he'll keep it going. We don't want to take up the entire broadcast as replays, do we?
No, I don't think so. I mean, all we hear is crash, crash, crash. I mean, the only 2 that I see so far that haven't crashed are Adrian Schumacher and Joseph Kossi.
And Joseph almost got into Adam Gardner on the initial start. Now let's take a look at the time delta so far. This is the gap that Joseph Kossi has been closing on Adrian Schumacher here. It was 6.7 seconds on lap 4. It's now 3.9 seconds at the end of lap number 9. Joseph Kossi is on it.
Yeah, he really is. That was a huge gain right there, and I think he also has to look at it and also hoping that Schumacher makes mistakes, and maybe Schumacher has made some mistakes that we haven't caught, but I mean, that's a huge amount of time to gain for Joseph Kossi.
Jason Miz has gone round in turn number 2. Let's take a look at what happened. So that is not. No, that is turn number 2. That car looks destroyed already. Man, it is a rough day for these fellas. Looks like in the turn number 1.
I think the only 2.
Oh, he missed it in 1, and he slid across the grass and into the barrier in 2.
I think the only 2, like we said before, that aren't having a rough day are 1 and 2.
And Schumacher, maybe he'll start feeling the pressure from Joseph Cossi. But before that happens, we're gonna take a break and let some of this action calm down a little bit. Let's go a little bit of loud and proud with these 650 horse. Oh, hold on. Tyler Markle and Devin Smith had just had an accident together. And they were battling for the 10th position. Devin Smith really getting on the gas back there. And it was this into the hairpin. Was this coming out of the hairpin? This could have been in the hairpin. Markle, I think, wheel hops. Oh, he goes wide. And Smith does as well. They do the same mistake into the hairpin. No harm, no foul. They continue.
Wow, that's something unique to see.
Yeah, we think of road courses mainly, especially Sonoma, of road courses as synchronized spinning. But I've never seen synchronized missing my braking point.
I've never seen that either. That's a good one for sure.
Theron Elam Jr. has also gone around. But before Cossi gets there, we'll let some tension build. We'll go loud and proud with these 650 horsepower beasts. We're 1/5 of the way in. Pit stop should be underway if we're going for a 3-stop strategy. Don't you go away. All right, and back here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, the gap is closed now to 1.5 seconds before we get to the battle. There's been some crashes going on right now. I'll take a look at what happened to Malico. And a lockup for Adrian Schumacher right before we leave there. But Malico had a moment, and I think this was the exit of the hairpin. We'll see what happened. Yeah, then Malico. He just took it a lot slower. Tyler Markle's gone off. And I think this might have been into turn 1. See Tyler Markle working his way down the front straightaway. Oh, and he wheel hops and spins into one. He'll lock it down and keep it going. Miz has gone round. Also there in turn 1. Devin Smith has found his way around as well. And this might be in the hairpin as well. Jeremiah Stutzman has crashed. Crash of also Doug Solms and Farron Elam Jr. got into it, and Smith wheel hopped and saved it. A good save for Smith. Now we'll find Doug Solms and Farron Elam. Doug Solms had his own. McClune has crashed as well. And Solms locks up in turn 8. Farron Elam Jr., what happens to him? I think this is down in the hairpin. The interval between the top two is 0.7 of a second. And Elam, I think, oh, he must have missed his breaking point big time. Oh, he locks up big time.
Yeah. Big time right there.
Jeremiah Stutzman has an off. I think this is also in the hairpin. 0.6 of a second between the top two. Keeping my eyes on that. As we'll wrap up replays, we can have Stutzman, McClune, and then we'll get back up there. Stutzman under attack from Kevin Thompson. He locks up and Thompson goes right on by. A great pass for Kevin Thompson. Now Josh McClune. What happens to McClune? Back here in the 17th position. He's rounding turns 3 and 4. Devin Smith has also had an off track. And McClune, oh, he just gets the wall. Oh, big accident for Josh McClune. My goodness.
My lord, and that car of Josh McClune's does not look pretty. That front end looks bent in for sure, as everyone can see there.
Well, we're catching up with the race leader, Adrian Schumacher, under attack from Joseph Cossie. And, they're approaching lap traffic. Josh McClune is right up the road, and Kevin Thompson has gone round. Maybe he just went around the hairpin. It looks like he's still going ahead of Jeremiah Stutzman in the 7th position for Kevin Thompson. A great run thus far, working lap 15 of 55. And we'll see, Miz has entered the pit lane. I think he might have had an issue coming into the pit lane. He's left the pit lane, a 15-second pit stop. And actually, we'll have the pit lane graphic on so we can see. Oh, Miz is still in the pit lane. Devin Smith has gone round. And now he's under attack from Tyler Markle, trying to get around Kyle Lingerfeld. This, the battle for 10th. And they're going to go side by side into the final corner. Devin Smith descend to the inside of Tyler Markle. Almost trying to miss hitting Kyle Lingerfeld there. Now Markle and Smith struggling for grip on the exit.
But man, Devin Smith made a great pass there, and
Schaefer's off the track in 8th. In turn 8. Not 8th. Schaefer is in 4 if he holds on to it over Malenko.
Malenko catching big time. Tough break for Reese Schaefer there, but he has to hold it, get it back together, and see if he can outrun Malenko.
This is a tough race, and Schumacher's now opening the gap on Cossie. Maybe Cossie's been using his tires up as Schumacher maybe playing the saving tires game and saving fuel game.
I mean, that'd be really smart to do for Schumacher on his part.
Yeah, I mean, he had such a big advantage. I don't know why he'd save this much unless he's for sure going on a 2-stop. And he doesn't think he can make it on a 2-stop if he pushes. And Schaefer's gone off the track again. This time off in turn 14. I think he's giving up time now to Malenko. Malenko's going to look to take 4th here, and he does. I think via Reese Schaefer's time penalty there. Malenko wheel hop into 1. He's going to miss the apex, but he'll be okay for turn 2. Schaefer comes back. The battle for 4th goes on now. Schaefer on Malenko. Devin Smith has had an off in the hairpin. Back up to Schaefer, trying to pressure Malik, going to a mistake. Into turn 6 we go. Very, very tough corner to negotiate. 6, especially with the update, has become very, very tight. And Smith has had another off. Farron Elam Jr. is gone off into hairpin.
Now Landon Cardullo looking to catch Devin Smith and take the position away.
Let's see what happened with Farron Elam. Devin Smith here. Actually, Smith. Oh, and Landon Cardullo almost into Smith as well. See the exit of the chicane here. And, oh, Farron taking it very, very slow. Oh, he just slams on the gas. Oh, man. Adrian Schumacher still out in front. They have a 10.5-second advantage. Himself and Kossi have that over Andrew Pratt. Andrew Pratt having a nice solid day, and Doug Solms into the pit lane. And this is what I feared. Drivers going in between two strategies. Not necessarily Solms' fault. He's probably just run the car out, and it's time to pit. But if Solms is going for a 2-stop, he's pitting on 17 and lap 34, which is going to take him to lap 51. He's going to be 4 laps short on a 2-stop. But you're really wasting time if you're not on a 3-stop and you're not pitting sooner. Kevin Thompson into the pit lane. Also, go for it.
Looking back here, it looks like Devin Smith, something must have happened to his car there. Landon Cardullo got by him, and something's gone wrong for Devin Smith. Tough to see.
Yeah, that car looks sick. Unless he's saving fuel. Let's see if we can ride on board. That does not sound right. Looks like he was contemplating pitting there. He stays out. And the helmet cam, see if he's having to correct the wheel. Not really. Oh, he misses the apex into 1. Oh, he's going to have a car on pit exit. That's Thompson. So this is where it's going to get interesting. Thompson just comes off the pit lane on fresh tires in the middle of a battle.
Yeah, that will be very interesting.
And
here.
Joseph Kossi pits. Oh, and somebody's slow. That's Farron Elam Jr. slow on the front straightaway. Is he out of gas, or what happened to Farron? And he gets back going. So we can see what happened.
I can't really tell what happened to Elam there. Just slow and then gets back into it. I don't know.
Must have wheel hopped and possibly into the wall of champions. We'll see here. Down in Casino Straight. So Kossi's left the pit lane now. We'll see Tyler Markle's also crashed in a wheel hop and a curb hop, and oh, he had a corner cut penalty.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Looked like he got a slow down there.
We'll see Tyler Markle in his intense battle with Lingerfelt and Cardullo. Tyler Markle is now back in 13th, and here's why. Oh, turn 8. Turn 8 caught him out. Oh, and a wheel hop, and oh, right in front of Cardullo. Oh, man. Tough break for himself and Cardullo. Let's see if we'll get a helmet cam view of this. On board with Tyler Markle. Oh, you know, I think he was not expecting Lingerfelt to break as early as he did, and Cardullo has now crashed as the race leader Adrian Schumacher is in the pit lane. And this is Cardullo trying to chase down Lingerfelt.
Landon Cardullo almost pulled in front of traffic there. Almost got hit, but good choice to stop on the brakes.
We'll see what happens here. Oh, man, he goes round right there. Oh, Tyler Markle. And Andrew St. Cyr has crashed. Malenko has taken over the race lead over Max Service. We'll see what happened to Andrew St. Cyr coming into the hairpin. And Joseph Cossey has leapfrogged Adrian Schumacher on the pit stop. And he just misses the braking point. Malenko's the race leader now. Schumacher is come out in front of let's see who's also in the pit lane. Somebody else was in the pit lane. Schaefer was also in the pit lane. And Joseph Cossey has leapfrogged Adrian Schumacher, but can Cossey make it on a two-stop strategy? Devin Smith, Reese Schaefer. I'm sorry, not Reese Schaefer. James Gilliard has crashed. Smith into the pit lane. And race leader Malenko, he's, you know what? He's changed his way. He's the driver who would have pushed as hard as he could. And right now he's ensuring he's going to make it on a two-stop strategy by staying out another lap and saving. Cardulo's in, Markle's in, Richardson's in. Look, 12th through 15th all in on pit lane right now. And race leader Malenko's in.
Look at all the damage
and Max
race
Service
on pit road here.
Let's see this. My goodness. They do have one faster pair. Do you take it now or do you wait?
If it were me, I'd wait until a couple laps, the next pit stop, but some of these guys are probably going to take it. As you saw, Landon Cardullo took it. That's very interesting call.
Oh, Cossey locks up as there's merging pit exit traffic. Schumacher's going to have to deal with traffic even if he is faster than Cossey.
That pit road exit is definitely going to be tough for these leaders, that's for sure.
Service Stutzman is in, and now Andrew St. Cyr is in. I gotta say, I have to shout him out again. Andrew, working through lap traffic, Andrew Pratt is. But what a quiet and very clean day for Andrew Pratt. I have not called his name once other than the starting grid, I don't think. Devin Smith has gone around.
Did he get a damage from the initial start? Because it looks like on his car he's got a little bit of damage as I can see on the front.
Possibly. I mean, he started second, so I don't know. Possibly, but I mean, he's still driven a very clean and smooth race right now in the third position.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's definitely been clean and trying to get a win here. Will he be able to do it? I don't know.
Gilliard, Elam into the pit lane. Looks like the crashes have stopped for the moment. Let's see, Reese Schaefer, he's had his up and down day already. And he's continuing. Malenko. Back into the pit lane for Malenko. Did he speed? Oh man, I think Malenko just ruined his race. He might have just sped on pit road. We'll see what the case here is, or maybe an unsafe pit exit. Oh, it's a hold. Oh man, that is really rough.
That is rough for Malenko. What a way to...
And McClune has gone round in the hairpin.
What a way to ruin your race, ruin your confidence.
Yeah, I mean, if not a win, this was supposed to be a great result for Malenko. And I mean, he's not really looking for a result at this point with his 3 wins on the season. He's just looking for more wins to build a playoff points. But still, it's crazy. We do hit up a road course or two. We still have 2 more road courses on the schedule, 1 in the playoffs. Charlotte Roval coming up to towards the end of the regular season, and Daytona Road Course in the playoffs.
Now that Daytona Road Course will be fun to watch. Excited for that one.
Yes, sir. And we'll see what the case is, if we do the NASCAR chicane or not. And Malenko into the grass on pit exit. We continue on. Joseph Cossi has 2 lap cars in nearly 3 seconds over himself between Adrian Schumacher and him. He has the 2 lap cars of Landon Cardullo and Tyler Merkel in between. Canadian alert. We have 2 Canadians in the top 10, 1 in the top 5. Max Service right now in 5th. Andrew St. Cyr in 7th. Doug Solms, the other Canadian, in 19th right now, but he's still in it.
These 2 Canadians are doing really well out here on the track today. And I think that's, being their home track, I think this is where they wanted to be.
Oh, looks like Miz and Jeremiah Stutzman has crashed. Stutzman continues. Miz, something happened to Miz. I think he might have towed here. We'll see what happened. This was in the 1. They spin on the exit at 2 and tow. Oh, he was battling Lingerfeld on pit exit. He saves it there. Oh, and he goes around it. Oh, big incident across the track.
That was a hard hit. It looked like he did tow. This might be the end of the race for Miz, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And sure enough, that is it for Miz. Tough break there.
Yep. The TV1. Schumacher's left. It's gone round Tyler Merkel and is now 2.6 seconds behind, and Richardson's gone round in the hairpin. Schaefer moves on by. Schaefer holding on to 4th now. We're about halfway here. Joseph Cossi's going to start halfway here at Montreal. We're at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve on the man-made island, Notre Dame Island within Notre Dame. Oh, a lockup for Cossi in turn 2. And Cardullo's going to go round. Schumacher's got his chance now. 2 seconds the gap and gaining. But here, again, once again, Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve on the man-made island Notre Dame in Parc Jean-Drapeau, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. For road racing north of the border. Very, very slick track surface at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. And 1.75 seconds, the gap between Joseph Cossi and Adrian Schumacher, and Malenko has crashed. It looks like he's gone around in the hairpin. Now let's talk about Joseph Cossi. Oh, somebody else has gone around. That's Josh McClune. Devin Smith has also gone around. And this has happened right in front of Joseph Cossi. Cossi's now really being chased down by Adrian Schumacher. So let's talk about these 2. First of all, Joseph Cossi was doing the chasing and leapfrogged Schumacher on the pit stop. Now Schumacher's doing the chasing. And we're halfway into this race. Does he leapfrog Cossi once again on the pit stop? We'll see what happens, but this has been insane. Cossi curb hopping. And Schumacher's putting on the pressure. It's down to 8/10. Schumacher's going. He's gaining.
Flying straight.
Let's take a look at the time delta. It's right on board. Look at that. Oh, there's a pit stop, so don't count that one. But Schumacher's been gaining. He's had the fresher tires on Cossi.
He's right there, right behind him. Cossi now has the pressure on him from Schumacher.
Right here. Cossi ran slower on lap 22 and 23. Schumacher's using first gear through here. Oh, this could be a time loss. No, he's on it. He gets it. Oh, this is fun. He's going. He's hunting. That's what he's doing.
These two are making this race.
Oh, the lockup from Cossi. I'm sorry, Jacob. Go for it.
You're fine. These two are making this race fun to watch. What a battle from both these drivers.
Yeah, for sure. I also said 23 was halfway. That is wrong. 27 is halfway. Some math, quick math's gone wrong there. Cardulo has gone round. This is right behind them. Oh, Schumacher, very loose over the bumps. Loses time there to Cossi. My man, he had the upper hand in the battle, even though he was behind. Schumacher, I'm sorry, Cossi is locking up all over the place in front of Schumacher.
That's all Schumacher wants to see is Cossi make mistakes. He just thinking his head, keep making mistakes so I can catch up to you and pass you and get the lead back.
That's exactly what is going on here. And Josh McClune has crashed. And Schumacher ran a slower lap that time, but Schumacher's back on it.
Looks like Cossi got a little loose out of there.
Schumacher trying to do the likes of Michael Schumacher. Here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, Michael Schumacher has won at this track. Adrian trying to do the same, and I'm saying this, there's no way, there's no relation as far as I know between the Schumachers. Just the same last name. But nonetheless, Adrian Schumacher is there. Gone off there. That was Cardulo. Wow, he's trying, man. This is crazy.
He's trying.
I did not think I'd see this kind of a battle for the lead at a road course. I figured one of these two would be pulling away from one another.
And Adrian was pulling away for a little bit, but after the pit stops, they've really been battling it out.
Yeah, coming around to 30 laps to go here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, and another lockup for Cossi.
It seems like every time Cossi locks it up right there at that exact same spot, and then Schumacher gains time again.
Yeah, turn 14 is really catching Cossi out. Turns 13 and 14, and wheel hopping under braking for Cossi. Schumacher very steady under braking. More lockup for Cossi. Cossi's pushing. And Schumacher can see it. Schumacher wants to pressure Cossi into making a mistake.
I don't even think he has to pressure Cossi to make. I don't even think he has to pressure Cossi into making a mistake.
Oh, Devin Smith! Woo!
Wow.
Leaders have to deal with Devin Smith there. That was insanely close.
I really do feel like Schumacher is putting the pressure on, but Cossi is making the mistakes all by himself.
That's fair. You know what? Though Schumacher's gonna have to work extra hard to get around Joseph Cossi. Even though Schumacher looks faster than Cossi right now, Joseph Cossi is very experienced at the service. He has double. No, never mind. Let's say he has double the I rating. Actually, Schumacher has higher I rating than Cossi when it comes to road I rating. But nonetheless, Cossi is not gonna be bothered by it. He may be looking, checking in the mirror a little bit more, but he's not gonna be bothered. I think these lockups and all, he's kind of been making that on his own, trying to push all day.
Yeah, he will not give this position up. That is for sure. Without a fight.
Not easy, no, for sure. Here we go into 14.
That he actually made a good run through there. I didn't see
he did lock up.
But Schumacher's still gaining time throughout 13 and 14.
Devin Smith and Tyler Markle, they're the first cars one lap down in the 9th position, duking it out there, 9th and 10th. Back up front here. I've never seen such discipline between two drivers in a battle for the lead at a road course. This is such a tough track. Oh, and in the grass goes Cossi.
In the grass goes Cossi. Wow. Here comes Schumacher.
Schumacher wants to go. Where's he going to go? He peeks to the left side. Cossey's feeling it now.
He is definitely feeling the pressure. The pressure is on. What a battle between these two.
Coming up to halfway here, Schumacher under braking. He's really getting there. Schumacher has a lap or so fresher tires than Joseph Cossey, and that's being proven right now. Man, oh man, Schumacher's just stalking him. That's what he's doing. Stalking him.
He's waiting for that one mistake. Will Joseph Cossey make it, or will Joseph Cossey keep running clean?
See the gap, half a second, 0.4 of a second in gaining for Schumacher. That was a huge gain for Schumacher that lap.
13 and 14 seems
Woo!
like Schumacher's best part of the track.
For sure, Schumacher, now he's really trying to make up time in these slower sections because I think Cossey has better exits than Schumacher.
He got a little loose there. That'll cost him a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm. And the gap's opening up once again. Man, he's hunting, dude. He is hunting.
He wants it.
Back here, Tyler Markle, Devin Smith, and Landon Cardullo still battling it out for 9th. Smith to the inside on Markle. Markle holds on through 7. This is insane back here. 3 cars going for 9th. Side by side, Markle and Smith. Now Cardullo trying to take 10th. Under braking.
Will he lock up in the corner?
Around the outside, Cardullo. Oh, and around goes Smith. He holds on.
What a save from Smith, but that was a hard place to pass. That's for sure.
And that was tough, but Cardullo made it work around the outside.
That was definitely a clean pass and a good pass from Cardullo.
You know what? He had... You don't think the outside is a preferred line in such a tight and slow corner like the hairpin, but it is. And Andrew St. Cour's gone around. Oh no, into turn 3.
Tough break for the Canadian Adrian St. Cour.
Let's see, he's still A. Let's see what happened. Here he was coming through turn 2. And then the 3, does he just miss his breaking point? That's exactly what happens. You know, how disciplined he was to go straight instead of try to make the corner and crash and all that. He just went straight, you know, took the time loss, got back going.
What a smart thought there for St. Cour.
Yeah, don't damage the car, just, you know, take the time loss, keep it going. That was,
Yeah.
oh, the battle for the lead is tightening up now. Oh, boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
0.3 of a second across one of the scoring loops. Malenko has gone around. And where he continues, that was probably in the hairpin. Here we go once again. Schumacher, does he have anything for Cossey?
Coming up to Schumacher's favorite part of the track, where he gains the most time.
Yeah, Schumacher does do very well here. Look at him use those anti-cut curbs. Oh, big moment for Cossey there. Schumacher was faster by 0.3 there. Solms lets the leaders through.
It looks like Solms got an off track as well there.
Oh, and Smith and Cardulov crashed. Oh, on the front straightaway. Let's see what happened. Cardulo was all by himself, actually. I think he wheel hopped it into the chicane. Oh, he gets the curb. Oh, no, he hits the gas. Oh, he just caught the curb on exit. Oh, most collecting Pratt there. That was our third place driver, Andrew Pratt. Yeah, that was a heavy hit.
I think Cardulo already uses fast repairs, so
yeah,
that was a tough break.
26 laps to go. We are past halfway now at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. And now Kossi trying to take a wider line through turn 9. So the next pit stop we see for these guys is somewhere between lap 33 and 39. We should expect these two drivers to pit. So we're on we're 26 laps to go now. We're on lap 28, coming around to 29. Devin Smith has gone round again. He continues. Reese Schaefer doing a nice job in the 4th position. And Max Service in 5th.
Ever since his last incident from Reese Schaefer, it's really been quiet. He's really been quiet all day, just keeping it straight and keeping it safe.
Back up front, I think everybody but, let's see, Stutzman. Stutzman's still in the lead lap. Malco, I think only 7 cars are on the lead lap. And it's Malenko, Stutzman, Service, Schaefer, Pratt, Schumacher, and Kossi. And the only 7 on the lead lap. 25 laps to go. Oh, Kossi gets a little too much curbing there. Puts the door up for Schumacher a little bit. Lingerfeld's gone round. Big moments. Kossi's starting to feel the tire wear. Let's see what happened to Kyle Lingerfeld. Oh, Richardson's gone off and... Oh, man. Cardulo has crashed. He's gone off track. And Lingerfeld... Oh, he just wheel hops and goes round. Stutzman has crashed. Cardulo's crashed. This once again, turn 2 for Cardulo, or does he go into 3? I think it's turn 3 for Cardulo. Oh, he spins. Oh, man.
Once again, Cardulo, man, it's been a tough day for him, that's for sure.
Jeremiah Stutzman also probably into the hairpin. This was 4th position. Malco has gotten around Stutzman now. Stutzman, I think, wheel hopped it. And Malco went on by. Andrew St. Cyr had a moment. I think this is also the hairpin. Hairpin catching a lot of drivers out with wheel hopping or the exit.
Yeah, that's for sure. Going back to last week, talking to Cardulo this whole week. No offense to you, buddy, but he said he wasn't ready, and it clearly shows on the track tonight.
Wow, that was not what I expected at all.
No, I did. Hopefully, no offense is taken from that comment, but clearly not his day. That's for sure.
It's been rough. That is for sure. So the closest battle on track is this battle. We'll see what exciting is it. Well, 3rd place, Andrew Pratt. Tyler Markle has gone round. And he's actually gone round. That was turn 2 Tyler Markle's gone round in. And Devin Smith has passed Markle for 9th now. Markle was solidly in the 9th position. Oh, yes, he's gotten hit in the back. Straight in the back. Wonder where he got that damage from, but it doesn't help you when you have no grip and no downforce in a corner. That's gonna happen.
He got lucky someone didn't hit him there. That was a tough spin, but at least nobody hit him, and the car is still semi-okay.
Schaefer's gone off in turn 8 once again. Devin Smith has gone off the track in turn 8 once again.
It seems like these drivers in turn 8.
They don't like turn 8 or turn 10.
Turn 8 has their number, that's for sure.
Gilliard has gone off in turn 8.
Turn 8 again. These drivers.
Oh, and a crash! Thompson, he keeps it going.
Gilliard making a not so very smart rejoin there,
Well,
but
let's see what happened. That was a pretty tough view to watch from. So let's see what entirely happened before we say that. But let's see here. So he wheel hops. So no, he just locks up. Goes straight off. That's something. He stops there. Oh, this all happened kind of behind him. Alright. But yeah, that was still a awkward spot to be. Doug Holmes has hit the pit lane.
Not too sure about his decision to put it in reverse there. I mean, but you know, things go the way they do.
Yeah, this one I think just trying to get back onto the track as fast as you can. It's tough. Let's see. Back up front, Kossi Schumacher continue to duke it out. And Core's gone off again into the pit lane. Neither of them go. Didn't expect them to, but you never know until the driver has gone straight through that corner if you know they've pitted, because the pit entry line is, you know, the exact same line you use to take the corner before you turn in. Gilliard's heading off in turn 8 once again. Thompson goes by for position P14.
Seems like Joseph Kossi has opened the gap between him and Schumacher so far.
And maybe Schumacher's pushed it a little too hard. Stutzman's gone off. He continues. Oh, something looks wrong on that 71. Let's see what happened. Oh, did he go off in 5? Okay, not turn 5. Was it 6 then? Or the exit of 7? I'd have to assume. Yep. Oh, he got it in the middle of 7. Oh, man. Tyler Markle and Devin Smith exchanging spots once again. And Landon Cardullo's there as well. 9, 10, and 11 continue the battle.
He's powering through with that.
Oh, the slide from Smith.
What a save. Almost could have got into Cardullo there, but a great save from Smith.
And these three drivers are slugging it out. Cardullo with no front end. Markle with no back end. Smith looks like a lot of damage. There is a lot going on here. Smith looks like he's got some front end damage, like radiator damage or something. He's going slower than we'd expect.
And it looks like he's kind of crinkled in the back, too.
Tyler's gone off in 8. Here comes Cardullo for 9th. Cardullo takes
Still
9th.
powerhousing with that nose damage.
Yeah, these cars, none of these three look right.
That's for sure.
Richardson's gone off.
You can definitely say that again.
See, Brandon Richardson from 16th position. Let's see what happened. This is back here, turn 6. Coming into 6, must have been the exit of 7 that caught him out. Let's see, yep, the exit of 7. Oh, man. And McClune's gone around, and Stutzman has crashed again. Stutzman continues. Let's see, McClune. Probably McClune caught the hairpin. Stutzman looks okay in 7th. Back up front, the leads. Oh, Kossi with a lockup. He's going to go through turn 8. Joseph Kossi.
big time mistake for
But
Joseph Rossi.
does he have a slowdown, and where does that put him in relation to Schumacher? Kossi has about 40 seconds to give up that time. Where does he give it up? He can give it up in the braking zones and not lose too much time to Schumacher. Take a look at the chat messages here. We have Jay Birdzala saying that a boy 17, nice recovery. Sean Thompson says update 89 was 17th, or was 7, now 17th. Schumacher definitely looks like the class of the field. I'm assuming he was trying to say Schumacher definitely looks like the class of the field. That was a hard turn for the Viagra car. Okay, I see what he's trying to do. But 20 laps to go. Andrew Pratt. No, our third place driver's gone around. Looks like it was maybe just a spin in the hairpin. He continues. Let's see what happens since he is running third. If he must have been the hairpin. Catching another driver out, but we have not called Andrew Pratt's name a lot today. And
No, we have not, and I think that's a good thing for Pratt. He should be smiling after this one, that's for sure.
he didn't even really have an issue. Huh.
Pratt will definitely he should be smiling after this race.
Let's see what happened to Smith. Turn 8.
What a performance.
Oh, what a save. Oh, and Schumacher passed Kossi. Let's see what happened. This is the replay. Kossi into 3. Over Schumacher.
Looks like he got a slowdown, I think.
Oh, into 6. Still watching the replay here. Kossi. Maybe, I think he maybe cut turn 6. Yeah, looks like he cut turn 6. And Schumacher's gone right on by. But right back up front. Schumacher under attack from Joseph Kossi now. Into the inside looks. Oh, Kossi pits. Oh, that was close.
It looked like Kossi was going to hit him.
That was close. Tyler Markle's gone around. Kevin Thompson, Andrew St. Cyr have gone around. Let's see what happened to Tyler Markle. Reese Schaefer has crashed.
Now with Schumacher not pitting, does the strategy change?
Ooh, a big wheel hop for Tyler Markle. No, I think Schumacher set on his strategy to make it a 2-stop race. Meanwhile, Kossi's not entirely sure he's going to make it on 2 stops. Reese Schaefer had an incident. Was this into the hairpin? He was battling Max Service, and this was for position. This was for 4th. Let's see what happened here. Nothing major. Oh, both of them a little loose off of 10, but they keep it going. They both get the power down. No harm, no foul. Let's go back live as Kossi's left the pit lane now. Kossi back here in turn 5. Schumacher heading down to the hairpin. Andrew Pratt, 3rd place driver in the pit lane right now. Max Service, Reese Schaefer, they stay out. Devin Smith with another off track. Don't tell me this is turn 8. No, it was turn 2.
Oh wow, a different turn this time. It's been a
Andrew
rough
Pratt
night.
had a long stop, 54 seconds. Why he didn't use his fast repair from 3rd is beyond me, but I would have used it. But Schumacher hits the pit lane now.
Yeah, I definitely would have used it as well, but you know, maybe he thinks his car is fine. I have no clue the thinking there. From
Maybe
the
he's
75.
saving it. I don't know. I don't know if I would save it this late into the race. Looks like we're not going to get a yellow. Anything can happen. But in order to get a yellow, we need 3 cars to wreck together.
With 18 laps to go, I don't know if I wouldn't have used a fast repair.
Yeah, I don't bank on that happening. But Schumacher's now in. About 30 seconds over Kossi. We'll see what happens here. We'll watch it. Oh, is that Kossi passing him? Kossi passes. Schumacher, the jack drops, but Schumacher gets a cut. Turn 1 with the pit exit. Kossi's already out of turn 2. Oh, don't lock up. Schumacher locks up. And Kossi's now braking for the corner, and Schumacher... You know what? It's still a battle for lead with 18 laps to go. Does Kossi have enough fuel to make it to the end? Is now the question, though. Schaefer in the pit lane. St. Cour and Smith is... And Malico's wrecked. According to time and scoring. Let's see what happened. It was probably the hairpin again, but we'll... Yeah, it was probably the hairpin. But we'll watch it. We'll see what happened. Oh, big lockup. Oh my goodness. He missed the corner big time.
Big time miss there from Malenko.
Go back live, and Kossi has a 4-second advantage over Adrian Schumacher. Now we're going to be watching this gap. Schumacher has a lap fresher tires, and Schumacher can most likely make it on fuel. I can't say the same for Joseph Kossi from the lap he pitted.
These guys, like we've said time and time again, have put on a great battle tonight.
Yeah, for sure. With 17 laps to go, and Max Service is in pit lane. We'll watch Max Service is on pit. Max Service, and where he comes out, he's still on pit lane. Here's Schaefer coming down to Casino straight. They'll be battling for 4th on pit exit. We'll see how this turns out, and then we'll get ourselves a little loud and proud to close out things here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. Markle into the pit lane. Cardulo into the pit lane. Service is down and away. He'll be racing Schaefer on exit. This is going to get good. Remember, Service gets to cut the corner. Oh, he's going to go off, though. Into the barrier, Max Service. Oh, no, if he could have just kept it on the track, they would have been side by side into turn 3.
Not what you wanted to see out there from Max Service's camp.
He wrecked it right in front of the virtual Quebecers down there in turn 1. And the French Canadians are livid. The virtual French Canadians are livid in turn 1.
They are very upset to see Max Service wreck.
Oh, and another wheel hop for the 81. What a catch. Stutzman into the pit lane. And there's Kossi coming off the corner. Schumacher comes off that final corner now. Kossi comes in the frame. He crosses the line now. Schumacher crosses the line now. 16 laps to go. Still a battle. Stutzman comes to a complete stop. St. Cour heading off in turn 10. If you want to see how good Adrian Schumacher and Joseph Kossi are, look at the gap between 2nd and 3rd.
22nd from 2nd and 42, or from 3rd, sorry, and 42 seconds from 4th.
Yeah, 39 seconds between 2nd place Adrian Schumacher and 3rd place Reese Schaefer. That is insane. Now, why Andrew Pratt didn't take a faster pair is beyond me. Because Pratt would have been closer, would have been able to stay 3rd. I mean, the top 5 is still a good run for Andrew Pratt. Don't get me wrong. But he could have had a podium. It looked solidly like he was going to have a podium, even with the damage he had on his car. Very surprised with what happened. But we'll let things build up here. Race leader is Joseph Kossi. Let's go a little loud and proud at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. Welcome back to Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, where the battle for the race lead is 45 seconds ahead of third place. But it's gotten tight. Schumacher, Kossi, nose to tail, 13 laps to go at the 2.7 mile road course north of the border. Montreal, Quebec, Canada's Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. Man-made island, Notre Dame Island. Schumacher trying to take the lead. Schumacher won the last road course the Outlaws Sim Series attended. But Joseph Kossi didn't attend the last road course race we had. He dominated the season opener at Auto Club for the first 30 laps before he had a wheel malfunction. So two of the fastest on the road courses duking it out, nose to tail, 13 laps to go. Now take a look at the chat. I apologize, Sean, for misinterpreting your message, asking for an update on the 89. I'm going to be quite honest, I'm not sure what had happened, other than he had a long pit stop. That's all the information I have. And Roll Tide Gaming says, cheering on a fellow Toyota from behind the pit wall. Come on, number 82. Schumacher is giving it all he's got on Joseph Kossi, and Schumacher is trying to get the second seed in the playoffs if he can get around Joseph Kossi and finish that way.
That would be something special for Schumacher.
I'm going to be honest, we didn't even think Schumacher was going to be a playoff contender. And Schumacher to the inside, there's a 65 around. Side by side for the race lead. Schumacher has to hit the bumps though. Kossi comes back. Clear to the race lead once again is Kossi. There was a spun out number 65. They're going side by side down to Casino Straight. Slipstream. The defend from Kossi.
Will Schumacher send it in there? Into 13? No, he won't. But this has been a great battle.
I want to go back and watch that replay, but this is too good to leave. Schumacher to the right side. Kossi with the defend. I think Kossi's trying to save fuel, but Schumacher is not saving fuel. Schumacher has enough fuel, I think, to make it to the end. And Kossi, I'm pretty sure, does not have the fuel to make it to the end. And Kossi's trying to save it.
Kossi's trying to save it, but I don't think Schumacher's allowing him to save it.
Yeah, normally at a road course you can, upshift, you can let off the gas on corner entry, coast through the corners to save fuel, but Schumacher is giving it his all, trying to battle for the lead. 12 laps to go in Montreal, Canada. Oh, they both got loose out of 7. They're both on it. Side by side. Down the short chute to turn 8.
Turn 8. This has been everybody's bad turn. Can these
guys
made
make it
through?
And through 9. Oh, this is great. What a show Schumacher and Kossi are putting on.
Oh, Devin Smith takes it off, spins it off the hairpin.
Oh, these drivers are coming up to it. We'll see how they fare. Schumacher hits the bumps. That's going to hurt Schumacher. Man, this is such a good battle. This is all-out war between these top two.
And it's going to be who wants it more, Kossi or Schumacher.
For sure. 11 laps to go. 1/5 of the race distance remaining. No more pit stops. The likelihood of yellows are very low. It's
so
all
we think.
you. So we think. It's only between each other. And with 11 laps to go, I did not expect this kind of a battle to be in front of us on a road course. Montreal is all about throttle control and keeping it nice and tidy through these corners, not giving too much gas anywhere. A little too much gas, you miss a braking point, it's over. Like, you literally will spin out or you will hit a wall. It is so tough.
That is very true, and that is something these top two want to stay away from.
There is no runoff area here except the hairpin. Coming around to 10 laps to go. And Kossi out in front, keeping it nice and tidy. Schumacher's got to get off the bumps. He's got to get a higher exit. And you know what? He got a higher exit out of the hairpin. He understood what was happening to his car. And look, he's now going to have the slipstream. And if I was broadcasting F1, he's just outside of DRS range. I'm so used to saying this is a DRS straight. And what DRS is, for those non-F1 fans, it's a drag reduction system that the F1 cars have, where they can open up the rear wing. I'm sure Schumacher would love that right now, because that would make him fast on the straightaways by about 10 to 12 miles per hour.
Yeah, that would definitely be in his favor.
Oh, wheel hop! No, Schumacher's gone round!
No.
It's not over, because Kossi may not be able to make it to the end, but Schumacher's got to get going. He's got to pressure Kossi into not saving fuel. Don't spin it again. And let's see what happened to Adrian Schumacher. He's coming down into turn 1. Schumacher, I think he got in the brakes a little too hard. It's so easy to do at Montreal. It's all about precision here. That is so easy to do. And
What a way to turn the car around, though.
Yeah, a quick J turn and he got back going. He only, lost one physical position on track. It wasn't for scoring position, but wow.
That is not something you wanted to see from Adrian Schumacher.
He's now 12 seconds behind Joseph Kossi. Kossi can save all the fuel in the world he wants, but will he be able to save enough? And I feel like Kossi will be able to save enough. And wow. You really do hate to see it. That's rough. Let's go back and see what happened to Kyle Lingerfelt back in the hairpin. This was a few laps ago. This is lap 41 for Lingerfelt. And he just wheel hops and spins it, and he's right there. The leaders are coming through. He just holds his brakes. There's nothing really he can do. Look at that, battling right next to him. That's crazy. Back up front, the lead is back to 11 seconds for Kossi. It was 12. Let's run on board and see if Kossi's trying to save fuel. See if we can figure out from his onboard. Or he's just locking up and going straight through 6. He's not upshifting early to try to save fuel. Let's see. I think Kossi might. It's going to be close because Kossi came off the pit lane on his lap 37.
Yeah, it'll be close, that's for sure, to call, and we'll see if he can make it.
And the gap is now 10.5 seconds. Schumacher's trying, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get there.
With 8 laps to go, I don't know if that's enough to.
Now, if Kossi starts making mistakes on old tires, that's a different story. But as far as I can tell, it's not looking too good for Adrian Schumacher after that. And wow,
that was unexpected, to say the least.
You know what? I'm I'm really just going to think that was down to experience and Kossi keeping it on the track and not feeling the pressure. I mean, he felt pressured, but not reacting
Not
to the
as
pressure.
much.
Tyler Marco's gone off in turn 8. See what happened. Oh, he actually spun on the exit. It's turn 9, really.
Yeah, but just for the sake of it, we'll call it turn 8. Because turn 8 is killing everybody.
Malika's gone round. Cardullo went up to 9th because of that move from Markle. And looks like Malika had another incident in the hairpin. He holds on to 6th. He has 37 seconds over Jeremiah Stutzman. Schaefer and Service going at it for 3rd. Let's take a look at the delta between these two drivers. Service has been gaining big time on Schaefer.
Schaefer must have used up his stuff.
See, Richardson's also gone round. Probably off the hairpin. But we still have a lead lap battle. And it's Service on Schaefer. And Service really closing the gap now. Down to Casino straight with the slipstream. Does he send it? Service wants that podium for the Canadians.
So with Service getting that podium, I'm sure all the Canadians will be proud.
Yeah, here he comes to the very quiet turn 1 because it's virtual. But what would be very loud if he were here in real life for Max Service to try to get around Reese Schaefer.
They still got 7 laps to go. And Service can use all these 7 laps to make pressure Schaefer.
Oh, for sure. Service really has the upper hand here. And looks like Malenko has had an issue. And Markle's gone around. Looks like both of them in turn 8. We'll see what happened. Yeah, looks like Malenko had an issue in 8. Or I'm sorry, in 10. He just goes straight off. And Tyler
The
Markle
hairpin again.
had an issue afterwards. I think that here Markle's gone off and Gilliard's now just gone off. Does Markle spin here? No, I don't know.
It looks fine to me. I don't know.
Go back alive. Stutzman just had an off. Probably back here in the hairpin. And here we go. Schaefer having to heavy defend against Max Service. Service gonna send it to the driver's right. Schaefer able to break a little deeper. Can they make it through the corner? Schaefer locks up to the outside. Oh, does Schaefer have a corner cut penalty? Service to 3rd.
What a pass for the Canadians there. Service getting the 3rd place position.
Yeah. Canadians rise up, but don't rise up too much because Service almost missed the apex. He did miss the apex to 1. Keeps the car drop. Oh, that scared me.
That scared us up here in the booth.
Oh, man. Reese Schaefer in the 4th position now. Does he have any leverage to come back at Service? I don't think he does. Let's see. Back up front, Kossi has an 8.5 second advantage. Coming around to 5 laps to go. Not impossible, just unlikely for Adrian Schumacher to make that up.
I was just going to say, now that the battle between Schumacher and Kossi is gone, the battle is between Service and Schaefer now.
For sure. We'll see. There's not really any other battles on the track. The battle between Cardullo, Markle, and Smith has settled to Cardullo 9th, Markle 10th, and Smith in 12th. With Lingerfelt being 11th. Andrew Pratt has had an off track from the 5th position. Probably back here in turn 8.
You know, Schaefer, I also talked to Schaefer this week, and as well, he said he was definitely, this track he was not ready for. He doesn't like road courses, but he's doing really well out there tonight.
Yeah, he's doing a fairly good job. 4th place is nothing to be ashamed about whatsoever, especially at a hard road course like this. He's been keeping it on track almost the entire time, so good on him. Just couldn't outpace Service, who's now gone off in turn 1.
Big mistake.
And it's not over yet.
Now can Schaefer capitalize on that mistake?
We'll see. Service still has the leverage of what it looks like a faster car in some way, either tires or something. Tyler Markle and Malenko have gone off. Both in the hairpin. And Schumacher trying to work his way through it.
The hairpin for Malenko has not been in his favor today.
Same with Tyler Markle. Both of them go off here. Let's see what happens. Maybe one follows another's breaking point.
Synchronized, missing my breaking point.
A wheel hop for Markle, a lockup for Malenko.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, wow. That was not a crossover they wanted.
Yeah, that was not good between those two drivers.
Joseph Cossi just has to bring it home now. He has a 10-second advantage over Adrian Schumacher. Cardulo's gone off the track in turn 4.
All Cossi has to do is hope his wheel doesn't malfunction again, but I don't think that'll happen here tonight.
Yeah, he's upgraded his wheel now to a Fanatec CSL Elite. He was using a Logitech G29 earlier this season, so Cossi getting the revenge for losing the dominating performance he had at Auto Club Road Course. 4 laps to go. He's got a 10.5-second advantage over Adrian Schumacher, and it was not like that. That was an insane battle between Schumacher and Cossi, but Schumacher a little wheel hop into turn 1, and that was all she wrote. Max Service now a 1.5 advantage over 4th place Reese Schaefer. Andrew Pratt, the final car on the lead lap, in 5th place. Malenko and Schumacher are battling for nothing, really. They both come to almost a stop in the hairpin. And I'll give it to Adrian Schumacher, even though it looks like he's not going to win like he did at Road America. Adrian Schumacher made a lot of mistakes at Road America. I can say he made definitely a lot less amount of mistakes here today at Montreal. So good on him for keeping it more tidy today, but just made one big mistake at the wrong time, and Cardulo's gone around in front of race leader Cossi, and Cardulo saves it.
All right, and we are back here. Just a little technical difficulty for me on my side, but
3 laps to go.
3 laps to go as we enter the closing state of Gilles-Villeneuve.
Yep. Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve has definitely put on a show, even though if it was an all green flag race, it was still a great show. I did not think with the leaders clear by 45 seconds, we'd have them that close as we did. And then the spin outs all around. Kevin Thompson has had another off in the hairpin. Thompson back to 14th. So not a bad recovery for Thompson. Doug Solms, I know he wanted a top 10, but 15th will have to do for now. We'll see if we can maybe catch up to Thompson. At the moment, looks like a podium for Canadian Max Service.
Gilliard looks like went off track right there.
Turn 4, 3. Andrew St. Cour, the other Canadian, in 8th position right now.
2 Canadians in the top 10.
Not bad at all.
Quebec would definitely be happy with these two here tonight.
Yeah, the Quebecers, the virtual Quebecers, French Canadians, getting very rowdy for a potential podium finish for Max Service.
Now, does Schaefer have anything to muster up to Service, or is his car done for the night?
Believe it's done. If this battle's gonna change, it's gonna be on a Max Service mistake more than a Reese Schaefer overtake.
Yeah, that is for sure. It's tough to see Reese Schaefer, fall back to fourth, but still a great race from him.
Oh, and Adrian Schumacher's crashed. Oh, he's stuck!
Oh, no.
No, from second position!
Not what we wanted to see from Schumacher, but
He's gonna have to tow. He's giving up second.
So that'll put
No.
Service in second now, and Schaefer in third.
And Schumacher, let's see what happened. Coming through 3 and now through 4, he just gets on the gas. No, he's okay through 4. Is it 5? Oh, he collapsed the oh, man. Schumacher. Oh,
Not
man.
what we wanted to see the end for Adrian
Gutted.
Schumacher.
Absolutely gutted for Adrian Schumacher.
I was talking to Reese Schaefer, driver of the 17 this week, and he said that once you hit that wall and you get hit that fence, you're getting stuck in it no matter what. Nothing you can do about it, and that's clearly what happened to Schumacher.
And the guardrail absolutely ate him in. Joseph Cossi has taken the white flag. Schumacher down in 5th. Malika might squeeze out a top 5 here. Schumacher's still towing back. Malika will get a top 5. Now Joseph Cossi. It's not going to be representative of the race today by any means. 10 laps ago, Joseph Cossi was on the verge of losing this race. 10 laps later, he's on the white flag with a 51-second margin. That's just insane.
That
Did you
wow.
think 10 laps ago Joseph Cossi would have a 51-second lead over second?
No. That I did not think that Cossi would even pull away that much. But
And there's only 4 cars on the lead lap now. Joseph Cossi over Max Service, Reese Schaefer, and Andrew Pratt. And Service just has to keep it tidy. And it looks like a second place finish. Tyler Markle's gone off again. Andrew St. Cyr has gone round in the hairpin. Schumacher's still towing. That's really
tough. That's got to sting.
And Cardullo goes round on the final corner. Or I'm not, the hairpin, not the final corner.
That's got to sting for the 82 team.
I think the good news is, no matter what, I don't think Schumacher's going to go more than 2 down. So it looks like a top 10 is still in the cards for Schumacher. But Joseph Cossi comes off of turn number 14. He's avoided the Wall of Champions, and Joseph Cossi is going to win for the second time this season at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve.
What a drive. What a drive from that 88 car.
We still have a lot of racing to go. Thurver on back. The battle for second still alive in a way. Max Service has navigated the hairpin. Oh, a loose moment getting over the bumps off of turn 10. Max Service now just has the casino straight in the final chicane to navigate. It looks like Schumacher will still be scored in 5th.
I just listened into the radio, and it sounded like Joseph Cossi just said that he ran out of fuel.
Oh, man. Max Service will come home in second for the Canadians. Reese Schaefer will get a podium, an unlikely podium, and the final car in the lead lap.
We didn't really think Reese Schaefer Sorry, I can't talk. I have somebody talking over me. But we really didn't think Reese Schaefer would get the third there. But unlikely mistakes from Adrian Schumacher made that happen, and it's tough to see that 82 car sitting in the pit road.
Well, Andrew Pratt will be fourth, and fifth place finisher Adrian Schumacher in his pit box. Somehow, some way, he gets stuck in a barrier and finishes fifth. That stat line in its own is going to be something.
That's a question that I don't even know how to answer.
Lisa Pratt says, great race, number 75, Andrew Pratt. And Andrew did drive a great race. Don't you go away. We're going to be getting some post-race interviews lined up here. And, yeah, we're going to talk to our third place finisher, driver of the number 17, Reese. Did you expect a third?
No, not at all, actually.
That is crazy, man.
I know it was a really really good race today. The car was very, very loose, but I felt like even though I had some corner cuts, I like to call them, we had felt like we still raced pretty good.
So you got to tell us what was going through your mind as Max Service is chasing you down for third. At that point, it was third, and what's going through your mind? It looks like he has the fresher tires or the better car, or just has some pace advantage over you.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind, and how were you going to defend against him?
Well, I knew he had fresher tires and was a little faster than me, so what I was just thinking of is just to try to stay as consistent as I could and try to hold him off as best I could. I did for probably 4 or 5 laps there. I was having the same 1.5 to 2 second gap, but eventually my tire gave out and he kind of got me on a couple mistakes I had. But overall, battling between me and him was really good today.
So was everybody pretty much set on a 2-stop strategy today? And what was yours if you weren't?
Yeah, everyone had a 2-stop strategy from what I could tell. My first run I did 18 laps, second run I did 19, and then the final 18 laps. It was got a little scary, not gonna lie. In the second pit stop, was coming down the back, and I was sputtering, so I put it in the clutch and just kind of coasted down there, or just kind of eased into pit road. And I was just sputtering down pit road and got in there. So yeah, only 0.1 left on the gauge there, so made it in there. That's all that matters.
All right, I know Jacob's your friend, so I'll let him kind of wrap up this interview if he wants to ask your questions and close it out.
That's for sure. Reese, I got a couple questions for you. Going into this week, we talked a lot, and you said you weren't ready for this race. This race was a road course, definitely wasn't fit for you. But you drove a good race today. What changed throughout the week?
So I would say, coming in the race, I knew I wasn't probably going to be the fastest, but as long as I could get close to, the lap times in practice and qualifying, I knew I'd have a pretty good shot of staying close to the leader or at least top 5. And all I knew is that if I just stayed consistent, I'd be fine. And I had a couple corner cuts today, but I don't think I spun out. I didn't spun out at all. So I think that's, just staying consistent at these tracks, can really, really save you. It's not really all about being the fastest, but it's more about putting down good, solid laps every lap. So.
And one more question I have for you here tonight. We got to talk about the car. Driving the Jack Lynx car, putting it in third tonight. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me, taking down the sponsor from you, obviously, since you left team, took it, got into the booth. It meant a lot getting the top 3 out of here. I was, to be honest, I'm still shocked. I walked away with third tonight. I was expecting like 11th being a good place coming into the week, but once I saw the practice and qualified times, I knew I could probably stay up there, which we did. So I'm really, really proud of our team and the Jack Lynx Chevy tonight. Really did really, really, really good job. And
that's all I got for you, Reese. I'm very proud of you tonight. Was rooting for you there at the end, and you put out a great drive tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Right on, and that was third place finisher Reese Schaefer, and again, what a drive from him. But I know the virtual Canadians are going to be absolutely stoked that Max Service got a second place finish. Max, how'd you get it done?
I don't exactly know. Just a lot of things kind of fell into place, I guess. I don't know what happened to Pratt. Schumacher had his game froze.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, no.
No.
It sucks for him.
But
Still, ended up fifth, which was good for him, I guess.
the virtual Canadians are definitely happy with your finish tonight, Max. Good drive tonight.
Yeah, 50 seconds off the lead, I guess.
I mean,
That's good.
Yeah. but I mean, it's still a second. I'll ask a question. If
Go
I can
for
ask
it.
a question
Go for
first.
it.
Battling with Reese there, what was going through your head?
Honestly, I thought I threw it away. I thought I threw any opportunity at a podium there away when I stuffed it into the wall, coming out of pit road, trying to get the power down and get ahead of him. But I knew I was better on the long run, and things just kind of fell my way with the amount of off tracks he got and shortcuts he took.
Yeah, so we were watching your pit exit, actually. And what happened there? Were you just trying to push to stay ahead of Reese? Or did you not know if you were going to be side by side with him? Or what, were you just, did your instincts kind of take over?
I was kind of coming in there. Usually I drop down to first. I don't know if I was in first or I was in second. I'm not sure. But coming through there, I was kind of looking out the right side window because I knew we were going to be side by side or at very least close to it. And then I kind of got on the power a little early and overdrove the corner and just kind of got the grass. And yeah, that's it.
Hey, fair enough. And then, I don't know, your experience here, your 55 laps around Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve, maybe it's not your home track within your country, but it's a track within your nation's borders. What you think of it? I don't know if this is your first Canadian league race or league race at a Canadian circuit, but if it is, how do you feel about it?
It is my first race or league race at a Canadian circuit. Those were probably the longest 55 laps of my life. I will say that. I was begging for a caution the entire time just to get a little break from it and make up the gap to the leaders because they were gone. And that's really about it.
Hey, well, fair enough. Let me double check actually before I say something wrong here. But so this is the third of 5 road courses on the season. Next road course is coming up in a few weeks, Charlotte Roval, and then Daytona road course in the playoffs. Do you think with this run tonight, does that give you any confidence heading into those 2 rounds later in the season?
Not even remotely. I absolutely hate the Charlotte Roval setup. It drives like garbage in my opinion, and unless they changed it, I plan on absolutely sucking there. I mean, our plan at Swift Racing today was for me to run last, so I think running the best out of all of us is kind of an achievement.
Yeah, Malico underperformed.
That's for
to
sure.
say the least. Yeah, when I drive a Charlotte Roval, it's just plowing tight.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, enough about me. It's about you. What's the game plan now heading into Kansas next week?
Don't suck. Maybe try and make up some points on Malenko. But yeah, no, I don't know the game plan at Kansas. Maybe get some practice for riding the wall if that ever comes in handy, I guess. 'Cause unless they change the setup, that's what we got to do. So
Fair enough.
I
I'm
don't
sure.
know. Passing's gonna be hard.
Yeah, you thought passing was hard today. Wait till you get to Kansas.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Right on. Well, congratulations on your second place finish here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. And yeah, best of luck to you next week at Kansas.
All right,
Congrats,
thank you.
Max.
And that was Max Service. And now we must talk to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Joseph Cossey. And with 10 laps to go, did you think we'd be talking to you as the race winner with a 50-second advantage over the field?
Yeah. After I seen Schumacher disappear off my sight for 10 seconds. And I was like, oh, like I started easing off. I backed off big time, and I
Well-
just kept the steady pace.
Well, that's what I was asking. While you were battling with Schumacher, did you think by any way you were gonna win this race by 50 seconds?
No, no, not at all. I mean, how long was that battle? How long did that go for? 40-something laps?
It was a crazy battle. So talk to us about it. First, he was ahead by a good chunk. Then you chased him down in that first stint, and then leapfrogged him in that first pit stop. What was that first stint about before we get, I guess, to the rest of the race?
I know I had a slowdown, and I was just like, let me, because I think I had one more lap of fuel left, and I was like, oh, let me go ahead and just jump in the pits real quick, see if I could jump them in the pits, and that's what I did. I ended up jumping them in the pits, and I kept making stupid little slowdown mistakes here and there.
Yeah, and then he really chased you down. Was that due to the slowdowns, or?
Yeah, I think and most of it was due to the slowdowns because I kept making stupid mistakes. It was seemed as if he wasn't on my back bumper, I was making stupid mistakes.
So you think the close battling kept you more into it?
He kept me honest. Let's put it that way. With him being on my bumper, he kept me honest.
All right, fair enough. Now that final stint, y'all pit. You have a 4-second advantage when he comes off the pit lane. Then he's chasing you down. What's going through your mind between 20 and 10 laps to go?
Just trying to. I noticed near the end of the after the second pit stop, I think was it after the first pit stop when when we had even tires, we were close to each other for the whole time. I didn't have to chase him down from 15 places. It seemed like he was I don't know, like he was getting in the gas too hard, and it seemed like I could pull him on the straightaways some. You get what I'm saying? Like I was like not burning up my tires like on straightaways.
For sure. So we were wondering, what was your fuel situation that final stint? Were you good? Were you having to save? It looked like you were having to save.
No, I was good. Okay. I was good. I was gonna be good, but it was close. If you seen, as soon as I did that little burnout, it was done.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it over the replay and caught it to Emerson. That was good.
Fair enough. So does this give you any revenge for what happened at the season opener, Auto Club?
It feels like it. It made me feel good that I could actually finish the road course this time and not freaking be hindered by a damn wheel that just freezes up.
I did make a comment about that.
That's why I pulled out my other one. I'm using my other one.
I am very surprised that I didn't curse you like Emerson usually does. But
Maybe it's just me, man.
My luck, the power cord would have pulled out. I was
So you're still in the bind of, you got to make every race from between now and, the end of the regular season to make the playoffs. But now you're going to be up there. You're going to, I think, be seeded 5th because of how many points you have to the rest of the other drivers with 2 wins. What's the game plan? Do you think you can get to that top seed with, getting 2 more wins between now and the end of the regular season? We also have the Charlotte Roval coming up.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be hard. Roval, I could do pretty well at the Roval. These other tracks, depending on what it is. Where are we at next week? Auto Club?
Kansas.
Yes. Top line. Freaking
That
feature.
88 car does not like Kansas.
No.
Well, what are we expecting from you then at Kansas?
To survive. You'll probably see if old Greg Holt, if he's watching, freaking, he gonna probably want to win that Joker.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, well, fair enough. Did you coming into today? The uncertainty of the setups, of course, because the iRacing update. Was this, out of the setup options we had, was this the best setup for us?
This was the best.
Okay.
Because as far as like setup wise, like the pace dropped off dramatically. Like I could tell from the update today, the pace is off dramatically from where it was Monday. Because I raced here Monday and it was nowhere near the slow.
For sure. I forgot what I was gonna say, but I remembered. And then that being said, did you think you had the pace to win, or do you always think that, or coming into today was it a question mark?
I thought I had a chance. Let's put it.
Okay.
I thought I had a chance. I had a good chance, and then I botched qualifying, and then I was like,
Yeah. we were questioning that, but
I
you know,
was cussing myself. I botched qualifying, botched turn 1 coming into 2. Then I freaking tried to make 1 lap, and I was gonna be somewhat decent. And then I tapped the wall and 0x the wall, and that was it. Yeah.
Hey, fair enough. Yeah. So not only do you win a road course, for the first time this season for you, it's your second win of the season. You win here at Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. You also have the stat of plus 15 from where you started.
Awesome.
That's great.
Anyway, congratulations on the win. What a great race between you and Schumacher. That was an insane battle.
That was a great battle.
Great. Fun to watch up here.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
It put on a show. I did not think we were going to get that 40 laps into a road course race.
Definitely not.
That was definitely a show me and him put on. I feel bad for him. He was there the whole time. Then when I watched the replay, went back and seen what happened to him. I was like, oh man, I felt bad for him.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what happens in racing. But you got the better end of the stick today. And yeah, congratulations on your second win of the season. And then best of luck to you next week at Kansas.
Good luck,
Appreciate it, Emerson. Thank you, Jacob.
No problem.
Right on. And that was our race winner, Joseph Cossey. Jacob,
Yeah.
what did we see today, man? What kind of a race did we see today?
Right. Well, we saw a lot of crashes, and then we saw a good battle, 40 laps or so, I think. A good battle from the 88 car of Joseph Cossey and Schumacher, and then Schumacher hit the wall and threw it all the way after that, and it was tough. But it was tough racing for most of these drivers, and it was a fun race to watch. I don't know about you. I had fun watching it.
It was an absolute blast. It's our one trip north of the border, and of course today's charity was CanadaHelps.org. It's a site that actually caters to a bunch of Canadian charities, so please just go check it out and see which one interests you the most. It would mean the most for us to give that support to the Canadians. We do this. We have 35 races within the states. The one race outside of the United States, so we go to Canada. Let's give them some support if we can. And yeah, I mean, what a great show we had, and then with a great site on board with it. Just a very overall great night. And yeah, with that being said, a huge congratulations and a big win for Joseph Cossey. Second win of the season, puts him 5th seed in the playoffs. Make sure you tune in next week, Wednesday, December 16th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern for the Outlaw Sim Series round 17 of 36. We go to the Midwest. Not the Midwest. Wow, did I just say that?
Yes, you
We
did.
go to Kansas Speedway, and I'll just say that. We're going to Kansas. Top line racing. You're either fast or you're in the wall. It's going to be fun. And this has been Jacob Zala and Emerson Arden on the call tonight. We will see you next time. You stay safe, stay warm, and stay fresh. We'll see you next Wednesday.